I got these as well. Look how cute these are. If the flashing lights are annoying, tell me and I'll make them static. Okay, one more shuffle. I don't take personal questions in these lives. These are collective love readings, okay? They're weekly. You watch your sign or the sign of your person. They're not personal readings, okay? Just watch your sign or the sign of your person to see what resonates. I'm just going to hide anyone that's spamming. I don't take questions in the chat. You can have a private reading if you want to. I don't need to shuffle again. If you want to explore that, it's the email address is in my channel description. It's £18 and it'll be pre-recorded. I can do it about health, wealth, love, relocations, business, ideas, anything, or a general past, present, future to see what shows up for you in the next few months. But yeah, I don't interrupt the lives to take questions or pull cards for people. Oops, not that one. Okay, so Sagittarius, you have got the Chariot reversed with the Six of Pentacles upright. Okay, so there was failure, loss or defeat at the last minute when it comes to having something fair, having something equal, okay? Because Six of Pentacles, Pentacles are increments of time, money and energy being put into a connection. 6 is an even number, okay? So it's wanting fairness, wanting equality, wanting 50-50. The Chariot, when it's upright, it's the major arcana for Cancer. You know, the Emperor jumps into the Chariot. He's determined to succeed. There's some sort of ultimate goal or aim. And, you know, it's to defend territory or claim new territory. It's making big moves, but there was failure at the last minute when it comes to getting your half of something or getting fairness in a situation. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. It's in the channel description, jen3585@gmail.com, or you can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. These are collective love readings, okay? So I don't interrupt them to pull cards or take personal questions. King of Swords reverse. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You've moved into a very masculine energy, okay? Masculine energy is all about the greater good. Feminine energy is about nurturing each individual person in a family or a community. It's concerned with, you know, the individual well-being of others. A more masculine energy is like, what is the right thing for the greater good? Okay, so we may have to sacrifice some people's feelings or some people's resources in order to get the overall picture right. Okay, do what's right for the town, do what's right for the collective. So swords are knowledge and communication. A King of Swords, when they're upright, is about their humanitarian kind of ways and looking out for the collective, trying to do what's right. You know, swords are commonly associated with justice, truth, honour, being clear, being transparent, being factual. You know, King of Swords are fantastic writers, orators, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but when it's reversed, the opposite of being a good communicator is being someone who uses harsh words, speaks harsh truths, is a manipulator, a liar, or someone who blocks communication, okay? So you could have blocked someone, or you could have really given someone what for and used some really harsh truths to get through to them. It's about planning and strategy, you know. Life is a chess game to someone who's in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Things are planned well in advance. It's not about acting on a whim or being slow, but it's about, by the time I actuate something, I've thought about it for several weeks or months in advance. You know, it's someone who's very strategic, very intellectual, forward thinking, forward planning. But in the reverse, it's using that against someone. The Strength card reversed. It's taken its toll emotionally. This could be causing a lot of, you know, mood swings, outbursts. This is fire energy. You know, it's the major arcana for Leo. You know, lions are physically strong, but emotionally, they could roar, they could really lose their temper. They can be terrifying. So you could be really struggling to keep a lid on your emotions, and it's to do with a lack of fairness. It could literally be to do with money. You could be having to be strategic. You could be losing your temper. I don't take personal questions in the chat. The Anime Flex. You're welcome to book a personal reading. Or you can watch your sign or the sign of your person, okay? These are collective readings by zodiac sign, and we are on Sagittarius. The Nine of Pentacles upright is someone who's single and abundant. Okay, so this person that's showing up in your reading is coming across as having plenty, you know, and they're fine being single. They're happy being single. This is, it's like a grapevine, you know, and they've got plenty of wine in that cup. And there's pentacles all around, ready to be picked. How nice are these cards, by the way? It's the Stained Glass Tarot deck off Timu. Three of Pentacles upright and the Four of Cups upright. This person wants teamwork, they want community, they want collaboration, cooperation. They want each person in a team to be putting in their time, money and energy. But they're closed off to love. Okay, so this is purely partnership now, like almost like a business partnership. The Five of Pentacles reversed. The Five of Pentacles upright is like two paupers that need refuge in a church. You know, they're trying to get inside. They're trying to get salvation, get help. There's snow outside, it's cold. Five is like a very depressing number in tarot because five is like Five of Cups is grief, sadness, loss, regret. Five of Swords is arguments. Five of Wands is conflict, like battling, fighting, whether it's internal conflict or external conflict with others. The Five of Pentacles is really like suffering in terms of time, money, or energy. It's being in a state of lack. Okay, so a lack of money, a lack of time, a lack of someone's attention or energy being put into you. When it's reversed, we're getting recovery from that. This person is like very much, you know, working on an individual basis. They want collaboration, but they don't want it in terms of love. It's more like an arrangement, you know, like a financial agreement or something. They're in a solo energy, and they're keeping everyone at arm's length. Hi, Luca. In the outcome, we've got the Empress. Okay, so whether it's you or them, someone's showing up as all four queens. This is the major arcana that's shared by Taurus and Libra. The Empress attracts, she does not chase. She's abundant. She is worthy. She is able to regenerate as many times as she needs to from zero. She is the ultimate creator, producer, nurturer. She creates in a multitude of ways. You know, she could be pregnant literally, or pregnant with ideas, pregnant with possibilities. Therefore, she's always going to become abundant once again, you know, whether it be love, whether it be career, or the way that she looks, male or female, doesn't matter. In the outcome, we've got the Eight of Cups upright with the Seven of Wands reversed. So someone's at a loss. A person's walking away from a relationship, and you know, there's no kind of use fighting that, stopping the person, or there's no use staying and trying to fix it. This is the situation at large. This person's determined to be single. They're showing up very, very single, okay? The Moon card reverse, Piscean energy, water energy. So this is the major arcana for Pisces. The Moon card, in the story of the major arcana, the Fool realizes that he must walk forwards anyway, even though it's scary, even though things are dark. They're not illuminated. There could be secrets, there could be traps. They must walk forwards anyway, even when they're fearful. When it's reversed, they don't want to walk forwards because it's too scary, it's too overwhelming, there's too much to lose, something like this. So you're very much in this like fire energy, you know, pissed off energy, logical energy, angry energy. They're in this like practical energy. They're taking emotions out of it. They're trying to recover. Solo, they're not interested in love or that aspect of life whatsoever. They're just kind of focused on being solo. Hi, Matt. Let's get a new contact message from them. Lost. I feel lost without you. This person left, right, but they've not found their feet yet. They may come across that way, but you might have given this person a lot of stability, a lot of routine, a lot of assurance. you may have made them look really functioning. It's difficult to explain, right? But some people come across like so self-assured, but they're that way because usually there's someone in their life that's creating the right environment to make them feel that way, to make them function and present that way. So I think you could have done a lot to help this person present a kind of way to others, and they got a lot of self-esteem, a lot of ego, a lot of status. Without the stability that you provided, they can't get a good footing on the ground, and it looks like they're fine, but they're not. They're not fine. So if there's arguments over money, or you feel like this person is spiraling, it's because they are, you know. They don't appear to be dating anyone, or, you know, that's not in their mind right now. I'm affected by cosmic and collective energies. Okay. They're trying to work out their place, you know, and like what is their true path. They're very, very lost. What is it that this person liked or loved about Sagittarius? I like sleeping next to you. They feel lonely, okay? This person feels lost and lonely. They're definitely not seeing anyone else at the moment. They liked partnership. I work near Manchester. I'm from the Wirral near Liverpool, but I work in the direction of Manchester, yeah. And people have very Mancunian accents. So I've probably picked up some northern Manc accent. One of my favourite tarot readers is Mancunian, and one of my best friends is Mancunian as well. Well, two of them now, because Again's a work bestie. Distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. Oh. You're supposed to be apart from this person, so they are not codependent on you anymore. When someone's codependent on you, that's not good for you, Sagittarius. Do you understand? It's part of this person's evolution. That's why they're being affected by cosmic and collective energies. Okay, there's some sort of higher purpose to this parting of the ways, because it wasn't right for either of you. It was codependency, okay? Like possibly a trauma bond. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There could have been good passion between you, or there could have been a lack of passion between the two of you. You'll know the answer to that. What was the reason that this relationship came to an end then? Controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous, lover, closed off, not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. Yeah, so we've got issues of control, insecurity, lack of trust, emotionally unavailable. Okay, so there was a lot that wasn't healthy here. And it's not necessarily your fault. It could be this person has taken these issues with them. They need to be by themselves to sort their shit out, you know. We've got dawn of recovery. With each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renewal. Yeah, so there's a purpose to all this. Finding forever, your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. We're not supposed to be afraid to do the shadow work. We're supposed to look within and look outwards as well. Yeah, I'm super scouse. I actually had a nightmare before my job interview that my boss said you can't be a teacher because you're too scouse. And it's really upsetting, actually. I think because the kids keep putting it out in school. It's not true, obviously, but it's just stupid anxiety dreams. Don't want to hear it. Did I see a different card mixed in there that shouldn't be there? No, maybe not. Yeah, it's there. That's weird, the way I just opened that and found that there. Don't want to hear it. This person they don't like facing the truth. Okay, they don't like having a mirror held up to them and hearing what their issues are. Burning evidence. Ooh. This person could be a bit sneaky, you know. They could be capable of being quite vindictive, quite sneaky, doing things to get back at you. What's Monkey Pinky? You don't like the lights? Hang on. There we go. Is that better? Oh, it won't do what it's told, look. I was just about to say watch it change now as soon as I put it down, and then it did. Let me find a setting that we're all happy with. Steady on is number 8. Steady on. Steady on. Right, where was I up to? Yeah, this person could be quite sneaky, you know. Because someone who's insecure and someone who's emotionally distant isn't quite hinged correctly. Don't let fear be your driver. This is a runner, guys. This is someone that creates distance. They run away. They don't like to face the truth. They don't like hearing how toxic they are. Time healed me, but it doesn't erase you. Ooh. You know that song, Everywhere You Go, always take the weather with you. They're going to take their rain cloud with them wherever they go, you know. They're going to take their toxic-ish with them. They'll still be a runner. They'll just be running away from a different person. You know what I mean? Let me get you some advice. I can smell that candle, you know, it's nice. It's cookies baking in the oven. That's the scent, the fragrance. Yeah, let's do this one first. These are self-care cards. Advice for Sagittarius, please. Because it's about you, this reading. It's not about them. Invitation. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Okay, so what you want, speak it out loud. If you want someone who is emotionally stable, say that. Okay? Spirit, I want someone who is emotionally stable this time around. Spirit, I want a love that's not confusing. Spirit, I want someone who can take care of my emotions and improve my life, not, be a detriment to it, or a responsibility, or someone that I've got to chase after, or someone that I've got to fuss over. If you want to be someone that shows unconditional love and you want this person to heal, then say that. You don't have to hate this person. In fact, it's best not to, but your time away from this person is done for good reason, okay? Spirit has orchestrated this. Harmony. I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God, thus I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Wow, that looks like the crown chakra, doesn't it? Your connection to the divine. Having faith that this is all part of the divine plan. This time apart is supposed to heal you, to heal them. You're supposed to have a love that's healthy. A love that's fair. These aren't personal readings, they're collective love readings. I do them every week, and I go through each of the zodiac signs, so you watch your sign and the sign of your person if you're dealing with someone. If you want personal questions answered or you want a private reading, it's £18. My email is in the channel description, or you can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. Turnaround time is 2 days. Videos will be pre-recorded and you'll get a link to a video on YouTube that only you can see to watch at your leisure as many times as you like. The cosmic seed. Your potential is limitless. Plant the seeds of your dreams and nurture them with love. Okay, so you're being freed up from this person because there's loads more for you to achieve out there. You're the archer. Okay, so you aim and fire. You go for what you want. Create goals and go for them. There's so much left for you to be doing out there, Sagittarius. Hi, Krishna. Hi, Shaya. Thank you, that's a nice thing to say. The sacred spiral, your journey is unfolding perfectly. Trust the sacred flow of your life. Eclipsed truth. Hidden truths are being revealed to you. Embrace the clarity that follows. Ooh, you're outgrowing this trauma bond, this connection. You're outgrowing it, okay? You're not supposed to be the gatekeeper to this person anymore. You're not supposed to tuck this person up in bed anymore and make them feel better. You're supposed to pursue your dreams, again, things that you have left that you still wish to achieve. Hi, Brit Brat Queen. Duh. Queen Bee. Duh. Hi, Nimesh. These aren't private readings, they're collective. So we're just finishing the sign of Sagittarius. We're going to be going on to Capricorn. If you want any of the first 6 zodiac signs, I did them in a separate live this morning. So that would be Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo or Virgo. In this part 2, I've done Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius so far. We're about to go on to Capricorn. Okay, advice for Sagittarius. Starlight guidance. Use the guidance of starlight to find your path and wisdom. Yeah, trust the stars. What's written for you, okay? What's out there for you? You were a person before you met this person, before they became your project, okay? I'm going to blow that candle out because I feel like I'm about to burn myself on it. Okay, I am going to get you a divine time in because I do not think that you are supposed to be back with this person. When will someone new come in for Sagittarius, please? Within 3 months. No need to hurry though, okay? Your Cancer. Okay, so Cancer was on the last live. So if you go out of this live and into the lives playlist, it's the most recent video, so it'll be right at the top. The readings are about 40 minutes long each. So that'll give you a clue as to where the reading starts, but you'll also see me change the card, okay? And tidying these ones up. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks. There'll be monthly health readings, monthly wealth readings, and a how to read tarot. So I know a lot of you are interested in what's going on with finance each month, business, education and finance, and how your connection to the divine is, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your connection to spirit. So yeah, so all of that will be going on in a few weeks. I just have to finish the details of preparing all that. Collective love readings will continue to be weekly and completely free. But if you do wish to donate and show your appreciation, there's a link in the channel description saying donate, okay? Because with, I keep wanting to say Snapchat, with super thanks, you don't realise, but YouTube takes out 50% of what you give. So if you say, oh, here's a tenner, they get £5 out of it and I get £5. So that's pretty rubbish, really, considering that I'm doing all of the work. So yeah, if you want to give me any donations, even if it's like $1.99 or something, I'd rather you click on the PayPal link where it says donate in the channel description. But you don't have to give anything, honestly. Just give me a like and subscribe. Tune in. Okay, on to Capricorn.